Big news coming out of Montreal today during the free agent frenzy. We got some trades, we got some signings, we got multiple Habs legends who are no longer with us. So get out that life jacket because we're about to dive head first into the NHL's free agent septic tank to see what the hockey gods they had in store for Kent Hughes and the Montreal Canadiens. Now this video is brought to you by Miraj Trading. And at MirajTrading.com, you can find every hobby box that you could possibly think of. I'm talking hockey, baseball, Pokemon, you name it. Miraj, they got you covered. You can find all their links in the description of today's video, but now we're going to get down to business because we got quite a few moves to digest. And the very first move that I want to talk about happened last night, and it was a trade which sent Caden Primo to the Carolina Hurricanes for a 7th round pick. And I know that's not a lot. It's like somebody giving you a bag of onions. But still, it's something. And at this point, I mean, I'll take a bag of onions for Caden Primo. Now, Primo, of course, was drafted by the Canadiens back in 2017. His biggest problem, in my opinion, has always been confidence and consistency. So a change of scenery was definitely needed. And he probably benefited from this more than anyone that I'm about to talk about today. I do wish him the very best. Goaltenders are kind of weird like that. I mean, he might go on and become a solid NHL goaltender, but at this point, it was never going to work out in Montreal. So onwards, we go to the next group of departures, the UFAs, Michael Pezzetta, Christian Dvorak, Mario. 3 of these guys, all 3 of them, are going to be playing for a different team next season. Check it out. Michael Pezzetta, you pulled a bit of a Judas. Not impressed. He signed a 2-year contract with the Toronto Maple Leafs. Bro didn't even have a single point last season, and now all of a sudden he's going to replace Mitch Marner. Mario Armia signed a 2-year contract with the LA Kings. Not going to lie, I am going to miss him. And believe it or not, moving on, look at Paycheck Christian over here. Who signs a 1-year deal with the Philadelphia Flyers, and he's going to be making over $5 million next season. $5 million. that little asshole's probably smiling so much he's going to need stitches. But anyway, aside from a few Laval Rocket regulars, that pretty much sums it up. So now we're going to move on to the new faces, the new guys in town. And the first player that I want to talk about is a 28-year-old goaltender who likes to go by the name of Kaapo Kähkönen. Ha, you see that, Primo? You just got replaced in 5 minutes. He's going to be making a little over $1 million next season. I wouldn't really get too attached to him. This is kind of like bringing home a 14-year-old dog from the animal shelter because 5 years from now, you're probably not going to remember anything about him. Next up, the signing that I want to talk about is Sammy Blais. The Habs just signed him to a 1-year contract valued at $775,000. And again, it's not something that, I'm so hyped about that I'm probably going to go out and buy a Sammy Blais jersey tomorrow or anytime soon. But he is my kind of guy, okay? He's 6'2", he's 206 pounds of baloney, and he hits like a truck, okay? He's a more skilled version of Michael Pezzetta, in my opinion. So obviously, I've got no problems at all adding a guy like this to the bottom 6. And moving on to the moment that a lot of you have probably been waiting for, we're going to talk about the biggest news of all. It's the big trade that everybody in Montreal is talking about right now, and it's Logan Mailloux, who's been dealt to the St. Louis Blues in exchange for Zach Bolduc. And let me tell you something. You know it. I know it. I've always been a huge fan of Logan Mailloux. He's been putting up some incredible numbers in Laval over the past couple of seasons, especially for a guy who missed quite a bit of time in junior. But this trade with the St. Louis Blues, 1-for-1, personally, I've got no problems with it, okay? I think Habs fans are going to love Bolduc. He plays a really big game for his size, you know what I mean? He's not 6'4", but sometimes he acts like it. He's constantly throwing hits out there. He scored 19 goals and put up 17 assists last season as a 22-year-old. And in my opinion, he's got some of the characteristics of somebody that you can win a war with, okay? He's going to be good. This was a big brain move by Habs management, especially with the addition of Noah Dobson already. I can understand why a lot of you could potentially be upset with this idea, giving up a player like Mailloux, because I didn't want to give him up either. But in saying that, the Duke, he's got a lot of upside. And it won't be long before he's probably a fan favorite around here. But that's going to do it for today's video. I just wanted to give my thoughts on some of these moves. Please don't forget to give that like button a DDT on the way out of here. If the like button gets back up, man, just smack it again, okay? Don't forget to let me know your thoughts on all of the action. And hey, see you next time.